if I would say the whole spectrum of investment, on one end we have got like money market and bond fund, which is more boring, offering a lower return but with lower risk. Then on the other end we got CFD, super high risk. Then I would say Bitcoin is somewhere nearer to CFD. I would say Bitcoin is in a high risk category in that sense, because professional advisor like us, we like to get the client, or me personally like to invest into investment which has got a solid underlying asset, whether this underlying asset is a property, whether it is a share or whether it's a bond. Okay, so that when I look at this investment, I can tell, say for example share, when the PE is about 10, or I would know that this share is quite cheap, the price is quite low, it's good for me to buy in now so that I can make the gain later. Okay, if the PE is like for example 50 or 40, then this stock may be quite expensive. Maybe the growth in the future, the potential in the future may not justify for me to pay a price of 40-50% to buy this stock. Okay, so this example of a stock investment whereby I can use PE as an indication to decide whether it's cheap or whether it's expensive, to decide whether I want to enter to buy it now or not. But for Bitcoin, it's challenging in the sense that there is no PE. I doubt whether there's any underlying asset into it. I also wonder, how do you research a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency one from another? And then in that case, how do you tell that a $100 Bitcoin now is cheap or is it expensive? So if you can't determine whether it's cheap or expensive, then how do you decide whether this is a good investment opportunity or not? So that is my view on Bitcoin. So for now, I do not think that it is a viable investment alternative. But for some of y'all who have got a lot of confidence, have got some better understanding of Bitcoin, you may want to invest into it. But even if you want to invest into it, I would suggest you not to invest more than 1% of your total investment asset, so that you will not put your hard-earned money at too high a risk. So that's my take on Bitcoin.
What are your fees for managing bond fund portfolio with zero sales charge, or is the fees only by the fund manager?
For the client who do not go for financial planning advice, who come to Whitman just to purchase a bond fund, we do not charge a sale charge. So the client basically just buy the bond fund at zero sale charge. If money is important to you, please remember to subscribe to my channel.